Peace, love, and smoke DMT. Hello, my friends. Once again, welcome back down the old rabbit hole. It's your Uncle Icarus. 4 to the 8 to the motherfucking yo. And I'm back once again with some more stories of psychedelic wonders for you all to bask your little ears and minds into. First and foremost, I want to say I love you. Yes, I do. Hope you guys are all having a lit-ass time out there on planet Earth. If you guys aren't, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. I love y'all. Hang in there. Keep doing your fucking thing, because you are special. You fucking matter. But in this video, I'm going to tell you guys about my experience with Changa. What is Changa, Icky? So Changa is DMT infused with a MAOI, a monoamine oxidase inhibiting containing plant. Now, what you do when you mix these two together, naturally in the wild, you get ayahuasca. But when you take free-base DMT and mix it with a monoamine oxidase inhibitor, and you smoke it, it'll lengthen the duration of the DMT, and it'll also intensify the experience in itself. Now, I've had a lot of connections throughout the years, but for some fucking weird reason, I have never been able to come across Changa, surprisingly enough, until now, you know. When you're ready, it will find you. That is the truth in that fucking saying. But let's jump into our psychedelic time machine. Smoke DMT. Now, this shit happened pretty recently. I want to say about a month ago, about a month ago. I was hit up by a friend. And this friend of mine said, you know, Icky, I appreciate your friendship so much. I want to give you a little gift, man. Can I send you something? So I'm like, thank you, man. I appreciate the compliments or whatever. I'll be happy to take what you have for me. So he's like, okay, cool, man. So he sent it. He sent it via carrier pigeon, so I had to climb up some hill, you know what I mean? I had to fucking start a little fire, get some smoke going. The pigeon's like, caw-caw, caw-caw. Finds me, and it's like, here you go, buddy. And a little parachute comes down, and I grab that shit. I'm like, hey, we just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. What dimension is it from? So I open it, and out pops some DMT, and out pops an MAOI. I'm like, yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. However, now, psychedelics and me, it's been a little rocky. You know, I haven't done psychedelics in quite some time. My life has been like a roller coaster, baby, baby. I don't want to ride. Like, my life's been fucking weird, man. So, like, I've always been like, I'm not gonna do any psychedelics, right? However, I did embark in a DMT trip a couple months ago, so I was dipping my feet into the water. So I kind of mentally prepared myself and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just give it a little shot, right? Just a little bit, not knowing what I'm stepping my feet into." So it was me and my girl. She was just kind of laying on the bed. I was just like, kind of trip sit me. I'm just gonna park myself on this little chair, just sit by the window, feel a little breeze. I'm gonna just take a couple hits and see how I feel, maybe just a hit, right? So I mix everything together, put a little pipe, fucking, gentlemen, start your engines. So I just start cherrying the bowl, get a nice little cherry going, and I just inhale it, hold it in. I put on some like Arabic, Middle Eastern, like kind of like Aladdin-y music. I don't know, I was just kind of feeling that vibe. So I took this one hit, right? and like I'm holding it in, and if you smoke DMT, or if you don't, I'm gonna explain it, but if you smoke DMT, you know what I'm talking about, is as each millisecond passes, you feel the wheels start to turn. So I start feeling that. I'm like, okay, here we go. I'm like holding it in as long as I can, and then I blow it out. Now, when I blow it out, it's like all the pores, like my skin pores in my body, is like 10 million tiny plungers just stuck into my arm, and then just swoop. Like everything, like it felt like kind of like a cartoon, you know, whenever they get flattened and they put their thumb in their mouth and they go, when their body starts to like inflate or whatever. It's kind of what it felt like, but it just felt like if I did one. Now this is just one hit. So as this is happening, I grab the pipe because I don't want the cherry to go out. I start to take the second hit. And as I'm inhaling the second hit, I'm probably half a second into this hit. My subconscious is telling me, dude, this first hit is about to be way too much. So like, as I realized, like, I think I might have smoked too much in that first hit, I stopped inhaling the second hit, but I, took it in, inhaled it in, and as I held it in, it just floored me, and I like blew it out. Like I blew it out, like I don't want no more of this. So I blow it out. And like, oh my God. So everything looked like a rainbow filter, everything solidified, fucking geometric, linear things along the walls. So I just closed my eyes and like I started like really embracing myself because everything is coming on so fucking fast. And like in my head, I keep hearing this voice, but I think it's myself. I don't feel like it's an outside being or an outside like intellectual intelligence or whatever trying to talk to me. I feel like it's myself being like, everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. And then like, as I'm telling myself this, I'm like, I shouldn't be I shouldn't be hearing this. I shouldn't keep like focusing on this. I was like, I just need to focus on my body. And when I thought that, that's when the bigger being voice came to me and was like, oh, you want to feel your body? That's funny. Let's go ahead and take that away from you. And it felt like Neo when he sticks his finger in the fucking mirror in the Matrix. Like I just started feeling like everything like start going away. And I'm like, started freaking out like, oh fuck, I'm not going in this with the right mindset. I'm like, just let go, just let go, just let go, just let go. And I'm freaking out and like all of a sudden, like everything opens up and I'm like going down, like looks like streaming like Rainbow Road or like the Millennium Falcon when it hits hyperspace, like those linear lights. It looked like that, but not all around. It was just like kind of going like this, like I needed to follow it. And it like, the further I got down, like the more like intricate and like more dimensional this being, like realm got. And it led me up to this giant being that looked like WALL-E, like Pixar's WALL-E. Like it had this weird like mechanical body. It had a head, like WALL-E's head. You know how like WALL-E's head kind of goes like this? And then its eyeballs are right here on the side. It was like that. And it kept like, I would come out and like come back and then be like, kind of like this, like, what, like, what's, like, what, like, what are you doing? And then come back and like fold back down and like, I'm just looking at this thing and it's not looking at me with like big old cute like WALL-E eyes or anything. It's like staring at me like very intensely, like focus on this, focus on this. And I'm just looking at it in absolute awe of its magnificence. And it starts like still all these like worlds are going on around me. And that little like Rainbow Road, like I want to call it like a illuminated digital highway still going under me. It like kind of opens up, like it kind of like sits up, its head thing, whatever, and it's like it starts sucking everything in, just like have you ever played Star Fox 64 when you fight Andros. There's a scene where, like, there's a part where he starts sucking in, like, all these, like, asteroids and shit. So everything's, like, getting sucked in. Like, his mouth is now a black hole. And I'm like, falling into it. Like, ah! So I go into its mouth, and then, like, I'm like, spit out into our galaxy. I am the sun. I am the sunshine, you're only sun. Like, I'm the sun. And now, like, I'm just seeing, like thousands, millions of stars around me. I'm seeing planets, and, like, I'm seeing, like, Saturn and Mars and Earth and the moon and all this shit. It's all, like, wrapping around my head. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is fucking cool. So I start, like, moving shit. Like, I start moving planets and shit, and, like, fucking around with the stars, and, like, creating galaxies, and, like, starting black holes and everything. Like, I felt like I was the Sims. I felt like I was playing the Sims universe. Is that technically God? I have no idea. But like, as I'm doing this, going through all this fucking shock and awe, all of a sudden it's like my fucking game got rebooted, and I'm just like, zoop, and I'm like pulled into this black void, and like this voice starts talking to me, and it was like, listen, man, you gotta let go. You have to let go. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm having a good time. Like, this is amazing. And like, nah, but my friend, you have to let go. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I was like, you do. You do. And you keep telling yourself that you don't have any idea what I'm talking about, but you do. You know what? I'll help you. And then, like, this overwaving rush, like, of, like, at first I'm, like, feeling whole and, like, complete in the universe and everything. But now I'm feeling, like, this, like, sadness, dude, like, this depression. And, like, just this, like a throwback to my prison series, like a works bomb. The pressure became too big, it exploded. Like, I had so many things that I bottled up, man, because, like, right now, like, I've just gotten out of the big-ass rut that I was literally in for a year. And I didn't really talk much about it. I didn't YouTube or much of anything. That's where the whole where'd you go icky thing came from, because I was dealing with so much shit. I've kind of opened up about it a little bit, but yeah, you know, my main focus for the past year is being just getting through everything day by day. Fuck feelings, just get through to the next level. Don't worry about high scores, just get through. And I forgot, you know, there were times, of course, when I, you know, cry and stuff, and I feel like I'd let it out, but truthfully, I wasn't being truthful to myself. I wasn't letting it out. So this being's like, you're gonna let it out. And I started feeling all these emotions, and I started crying. And, like, I just started crying, but it wasn't a sad cry, dude. It was just such, like a releasing cry. There was sad. There was a lot of emotions in this cry. And as I'm crying, the more I'm just feeling, I start feeling my feelings come back into my body, and I start realizing, like, oh, I'm back. I'm coming back. And, like, the last thing I heard was, you know, all these feelings that you're feeling right now, you're going to turn it into something great. You're going to sing. You're going to turn it into positive vibrations. Sing, 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 damn it, sing. As I'm hearing that, I'm just wailing, like, and I just start singing. I just start singing, and I start letting go. I start letting it out through the power of sound. And yeah, that was my experience. I came out of it, and, like, finally was like, whew, holy shit. And, you know, my girl was still laying in bed. I was like, the eagle has landed. And she started laughing. And she was like, I hope you don't mind, but I recorded a little bit of it. And yeah, and I was like, did you get that weird chanting I was doing? She was like, yeah. And I was like, dude, I want to see that. So, yeah, I'm going to include that at the end of this video for you guys to see. It's just a little snippet of me coming out of my experience, but what has happened is exactly as I described. I cry and I sing. And yeah, I figured I'd share that with the world because that's what psychedelics do. And yeah, you know, I've since been able to share that magical gift with my girl, a couple of my other friends. I still have more that I'm waiting to gift out. And yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to tell you guys more journeys and everything whatnot. I love you guys, man. Thank you guys for listening. Welcome to The Res is Happening. I know I've said that for so long now, but I've just wrapped up like recording for an audiobook. I've kind of been focused on that and everything. So yeah, I finished that today. I figured I'd get this out for you guys because I couldn't wait to talk to you guys about it. God damn, why do I always get the fucking hiccups at the end of my damn videos? Anyways, follow me on Instagram at Uncle Icarus. That's pretty much my main fucking used social media. Other than TikTok, but I don't really use TikTok. I just scroll it. Anyways, I'm just ranting at this point. I love y'all. Take care. Test your drugs. Use a condom or pull out very sooner than you think. If you ever need to find me, my friends, jump down the rabbit hole, take a left at the Land of Oz. From there, it is second star to the right and straight on till morning. You'll find yourself in that state of consciousness before you fall asleep and start dreaming. Right there, my friends, that's where I will always love you, and that is where your old uncle will always be waiting. Until next time, baby, peace, love, and smoke DMT.
And now, our feature presentation.